Good morning, and thank you so much for this incredible opportunity to share this success story with all of you. First, I do want to acknowledge Catherine and thank you for reminding us of the trauma that is going on across the world as Putin and his forces continue to invade Ukraine. I literally left a prayer service, an interfaith prayer service in the last half hour and listened to the ambassador of the United Nations and the Council General, and so many people came together in support and to show solidarity with freedom-loving people all over this world and how under assault they are, and they need New York State behind them. So let's continue to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, but more than that, I've already sent a strong message as I spoke to the ambassador to Poland this morning that we want to welcome the refugees with open arms beginning as soon as possible. There are plenty of places and people just waiting for the opportunity to show real New York love to these people who've been under siege, so we hope that happens real soon. This is an extraordinary day. When you think about, is there any silver lining from this pandemic? This pandemic that brought us to our knees. This city was the epicenter and it spread like wildfire throughout our state. And you think about what could possibly good have come out of this. This, my friends, extraordinary accomplishment 2 years early because of the visionaries who oversee the Philharmonic and the Lincoln Center, the people that we think about the Gilded Age of the city. If those of you who are watching it, and I actually watched some of the segments of Gilded Age, and I think about the people who believe so deeply in the potential of this city, even when we're being knocked down, they still say we have to build our way back. So I want to thank some of the individuals who've been involved with this, and first by starting our new mayor, Eric Adams, for his incredible enthusiastic embrace of his role, but also how he is out there celebrating the arts and culture and entertainment. I'm jealous when I see his schedule because I thought I had a good one. So I'm like, where are you going tonight, Mayor? It's got to be someplace fun. So to have that synergy between the state and the city, which I don't know has existed in the past, I want to make sure that we continue to celebrate what makes this the most fascinating city in the world. So to Mayor Adams, we'll be hearing from Senator Chuck Schumer via remote. He has many responsibilities in Washington, much needed work he's doing. But also our borough president, Mark Levine, you said, you're in Manhattan again. He says, you're in Manhattan more than most Manhattan elected officials. Well, that's probably a statement of truth, but I go where the great times and the wonderful announcements are, so thank you as well. And Gail Brewer, who I spent 8 straight years with Gail Brewer trying to keep up with her schedule. She's extraordinary as well. And also Hope Knight is here from Empire State Development. Hope Knight, thanks for helping us get this over the finish line. I came back from a meeting that I had here with the board of directors in October. And I believe that was the first time you had gathered in person, right? Over 18 months, and so everybody is so excited. This is October, Delta's gone almost, there's no Omicron on the horizon. We didn't know it was coming our way, but we talked about the need to just have a little more support from the state, so I was very proud we could go back and deliver $6.5 million to just get us out over the finish line and put that toward public space, and I'll get to that in a second. But and Mara Manis, Executive Director of the Council on the Arts, and of course Peter May, the co-chair of the Philharmonic, Henry Timms, and President and CEO of the Lincoln Center, and Deborah Borda, President and CEO of the Philharmonic. We just talked about being the only women, the first woman head of the Philharmonic as well, and others who've been involved. And I also want to thank the men and women of labor. You are out there during a pandemic when a lot of people are zooming into life from their basements safely in their pajamas, and you showed up at work sites to make sure that you could continue to bring that income to your families, but also more than just how it helped yourself personally. It helped give us that sense of possibility. We can continue building even during a pandemic. So to all the men and women of labor who did this, 6,000 labor jobs, many supported by MWBEs as well. I mean, to me, that is an incredible accomplishment. And I also want to talk about what this institution did during the pandemic. At a time when you could not perform for 18 months, you said, what else can we do to support this community? And you literally opened up not the doors, but the land, to concerts outside, 10 venues, and invited people from underserved communities, young people who'd never been exposed to the arts like this. I believe that you use this opportunity as a catalyst to trigger a passion and love for music and arts and culture in a way that no other institution could have envisioned. So to all of you who did this during the pandemic, I want to thank you for allowing people to just still celebrate the best part of life, even while we are dealing with that incredible healthcare crisis. And this new David Geffen Hall, the ingenious behind it, breaking down barriers, bringing people closer to the performers. I believe that there's one major takeaway from this pandemic is that people miss that very human connection, that isolation, that sense of being alone. It was paralyzing for so many people. And this venue is going to be so open and welcoming and bring people close together in countless ways. And I want to thank everyone for being part of not just New York's history, here since 1962, leaving its home in Carnegie Hall for many, many decades, but also part of the future. What you're seeing right out this window is the future of New York. We're going to continue to build, continue to create a legacy that people in the future will talk about for generations to come. So I'm proud of the role that the state played in helping this, the completion of a $550 million project. I thank all the benefactors and the patrons of this project. That is why this city is so great. We benefit from your incredible generosity. We don't take it for granted. We're happier New Yorkers. And I want to thank everyone involved in this incredible announcement here today. Thank you very much.